Now is global entrepreneur and business strategist Ruble Chandy.
International entrepreneur and best-selling author Ruble Chandy.
Great to be with you, Melissa, and good morning, Houston.
Yes, your problems are big. I understand. You had to go through some crazy experience in your life. I understand that too. But you can change that today.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today we are going to talk about the 4 most important skills in sales that could transform your business this year. So wherever you are, welcome. Welcome. Whether you're watching in YouTube, whether you're watching in Facebook, wherever you are, welcome to this conversation. And why is this really important? I want to share a story of John Paul. John Paul was living in a car in California, living in a car, selling to people. He was selling like small consumer products. Car was his warehouse, his manufacturing unit. Everything was there. He was living on a side of the road in a car trying to sell. And then he built a company. He built a company using the similar principles that I'm going to talk about today. He owned 3 private jets. The company's name is Paul Mitchell. It's a multi-billion-dollar valued company. He built it. I'll tell you exactly what are the skills he had. I cannot tell you exactly how he built a multi-billion-dollar company in a 10-minute, 15-minute video, but I could definitely tell you the secrets, the principles that he used that helped him to succeed. And you might not want to build a billion-dollar company. That's fine. But if you want to grow your company, if you want to double your sales, if you want to grow your marketing effectiveness, sales effectiveness, listen on, because we're going to share some amazing stuff here today. But if you know this information, then your business could grow, your sales could grow, your marketing effectiveness will become even more visible, and then you will have more money in your bank account, right? So if you're not a business person, or if you don't want to start a business, this might not be for you. So you might be in the wrong place, right? Go watch the lady who is pranking other people, asking them, can you sleep with me or whatever, There are so many other videos on Facebook or YouTube. Just go watch that. Or if not, go watch a cat video, whatever. But if you are interested in growing a business, starting a business, scaling a business, then this conversation is for you. If you're serious about business, stay here so that I could tell you the steps rather than just being attention deficient like every other human being around you. You pay attention here. You are going to actually learn some serious stuff today. If not, goodbye. So let's continue this. If you don't know this information, what happens is you might do everything right. You might have passion and excitement, and you do all kind of the right things that people ask you to do, but you might still have a business that sucks. Why? Because you haven't learned to sell. You haven't learned to sell. By the way, if you want to grow your sales, if you want to grow your business to the next level, I'm the author of 90 Days to Life, right? If you are in a country where you have Amazon, go check out 90 Days to Life. It's an international best-selling book, and it's available in 2 languages now. So anywhere you have Amazon, go check it out. In the description somewhere, you would see how you could get this book, 90 Days to Life, a journey from turmoil to triumph. It has changed the lives of people in 14 different countries right now. So if you want to change your life, grow your business to the next level, you can go check it out. And if you are interested in growing your business, in scaling a business, in starting a business, 90 Days to Life might be the best way to go there fast, right? If you're in the Western world and if you want our hands-on support in growing a business, hands-on support in growing your business to the next level, taking your sales to the next level, go to businesshotseat.com/apply so you could be part of our tribe where we teach you all the ninja stuff that will help you grow your business to the next level, right? So I just want to let you know. And there are people from Kerala, India listening to this. If you're a person listening from Kerala, India, and we have a program in Malayalam where we teach you, help you to scale your business, double your business by doubling your sales over the next 12 months. It's an entire 12-year thing that we are doing that to help you grow your business, to help the community. We are trying to build a lot of stories of people who are succeeded in their business. So let's jump in. So 90 Days Life is available in Malayalam too. If you want to get it in Malayalam, like, a billionaire wrote the foreword for it. Mohanlal endorsed the book, and Mr. Shashi Tharoor, endorsed the book, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. So understand this. If you want to get there, the details will be in the description. Use the description, get it, and go from there. So with that, let's talk about sales. Here's a principle that I would like you to know. No matter what skills, techniques, manipulation, everything that you learn, forget everything. Selling is transference of energy. Understand this really deep in your mind. Selling is transference of energy. What does that even mean? Transference of energy. Right? What does that even mean? You have energy inside of you that you're transferring into another person. That's what you're doing when you're selling. What? How do I transfer energy from me to another person? I'm not a steam engine. I cannot transfer energy. I'm not running on petrol or gasoline and transfer that energy into something else. It doesn't work for me. Wait for a second. Think about this. Your energy is emotional energy. As a human species, you have emotional energy, and that comes out as passion, as confidence, as certainty, as a sense of believing in your product. And that energy of passion, that energy of confidence, that energy of excitement, legitimate excitement, where you believe in your product, that passion gets infected into them. Imagine there is a situation where there's a tuning fork. Remember tuning fork experiment when you are like 3 or 4, fourth grade or third grade? Like you bring a tuning fork on one side and bring another tuning fork on another side. This tuning fork is vibrating at a certain level. The other tuning fork will start vibrating. You are that vibrating tuning fork that has passion and excitement and confidence about your product. So it is not about any other bullshit techniques that people taught you. Just abandon that. The techniques and the manipulation and do this and say this and start with this. Forget about all that. Selling is transference of energy. If you just understand this principle, then you can sell anything to anybody because people want to buy from you. You don't need to sell. They want to buy from you. With that, let's get into what is it? What are we talking about today? What are the steps? What are the 4 steps you want to know? We'll get into that. But before that, let me tell you what is sales. Sales is a fundamental force in human nature, in everything that we do. And you're like, salespeople are bad people. Oh my gosh, I had the worst experience with salespeople. Yeah, of course you had the bad experience with a salesperson. And some of them are like assholes. Yes, I understand that. Some of them, they try to manipulate you, use techniques and all kind of stuff, try to get you to do some stuff. That is not sales, that's manipulation. Makes sense? We're not looking for manipulating people. And if you are here to learn how to manipulate people more effectively, I'm not the right guy. I'm not here to teach you how to manipulate people. That's not what I do. I'll teach you how to authentically influence people. I'll teach you how to authentically influence people. Look at Gandhi. He was a salesman. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's the father of my nation. Yes, he's the father of your nation. If you're from India, yes. He's a predominant figure who transformed 20th century. But he was selling. What was he selling? He was selling an idea. He was selling an idea of non-violence. How could I fight the biggest, the most powerful nation in the world, the biggest, most powerful empire in the world, without even using any guns? He was selling an idea. He was selling an idea to the world. And that's a very same idea Martin Luther King took up. And he said, you know what? I could use the same idea or a similar idea to help freedom, real freedom for Black people in America. Selling. It is selling. To selling to a mass number of people, that was the right thing to do. So it doesn't need to be the used car salesman that everybody says that, oh my gosh, you need to learn how to close. You need to learn how to influence people this way, that way, use this technique. Forget about all that. Be a freaking normal human being. And if you're a normal human being, then if you're authentically listening to people, and then there are steps you follow, right? If mathematics, you can, when you are adding 2 plus 3, you cannot multiply, because there is a principle, there's a protocol. You need to learn the protocol to sell, to influence, to persuade people, to do the things that you want to do. Make sense? That's what we're going to talk about. And we'll talk more about sales over the next 52 weeks. This year is dedicated to sales and marketing, how to influence people, not to manipulate people, not to give them promises that you cannot keep, and then fake it until you make it. Try to be a hustler and trying to make money in short-term thinking. That's not what we do. I don't know how to do that. And if you are here to not do work and make money, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I work really hard. I work very efficiently and effectively. So if you're here to do smart work and spend 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day or 4 hours a week and then try to make money and try to be a millionaire doing that, no, you're in the wrong place. I don't know how to do that. And I don't know anybody who does that. You need to work hard. You need to work efficiently and effectively. Probably a lot more than you need to in the beginning if you want to start an entrepreneurship and succeed at it. Right? So this is not a fancy ride in a unicorn. It's going to be tough. It's going to be challenging. But I'll teach you exactly how to do that, how to sell and how to market. And I'll tell you exactly what are the things that you need to do in order to succeed in business. But it doesn't happen magically like a unicorn. It is not going to happen. If that's the case, this is not fit for you. Entrepreneurship, it's not fit for you. You are not fit for entrepreneurship. You need to think long term. And you should have the guts to face situations when they show up. Okay, that's enough letting you down, right? Let's get into the stuff. What do we do now? Get in front of your prospective customer. It sounds so silly. Oh my gosh, that's it. Is that what you're talking about? Yes. You need to get in front of your prospective customer. I know so many people, they say they own the business. They have the best ideas in the world. They have fascinating dreams. They want to grow into $1 billion. But they don't get in front of their customer, in front of their prospective customers, their prospects. They just want to talk. They want to theorize. And they're like, oh, what if I have this thing and that? No, get in front of your freaking customer and have a conversation with them. And if you're doing an online business, do it online. It doesn't have to be physically, but your customer has to see your shit. Otherwise, how could they buy from you? Make sense? Yeah. So in order for you to be able to sell, you need to get in front of your customer. The second thing is, this sounds like directly opposite to what we are saying. If your product or service is not a good fit, tell them it's not a good fit. If your product or service is not a good fit, have the courage to tell them it's not a good fit. Oh, I thought you were going to help me grow my business. Now you're telling me the things that will hurt me? No. This is the best thing that you could do for your business. If your product or service is not a good fit, and if you have the balls to tell them it is not a good fit, you have moral courage. Pay attention to that. You have moral courage because you're not desperate. You're not trying to take advantage of everybody. You are a giver. You know it's not going to serve them. And you're like, no, this is not for you. I don't want to give it to you. Makes sense? And when you do that, you start building this moral courage. That moral courage is going to change your business. Why? Because whenever you're selling, you know that you're adding a value. That will increase your sales because you believe in you and the passion is coming across. The passion is coming across. And because of that passion coming across, you feel confident. Make sense? Yeah. Tell them it is not a good fit. Unless you feel that it's a good fit, don't sell. Third thing, listen to understand, not to answer. Listen to understand, not to answer. Tell me how many times you are in a conversation where you are listening to understand. Just do the opposite. How many times in a conversation you are listening to answer? Every time you are talking to somebody, you're having a conversation. What are you doing? Oh, what do I say next? Every time the other person is talking, most people are figuring out, what do I say next? It is not a conversation. It's just two people making sounds. One person makes a sound, other person is figuring out, how do I make my sound? And the other person is saying, how do I make my sound? It's not freaking conversation. It's just two people, two monkeys making sounds. Another person is, both of them are not listening to each other. This welcome to human experience. Listen to understand, not to answer. Listen to understand. If you really understand this stuff that I'm talking about right now, this by itself could dramatically change your business. Listen to understand, not to answer. Then another thing is, learn to ask for sale. Learn to ask for sale. We need to figure out a way to ask for sale. There are so many sales conversations where people don't ask for sale. They just talk. When it's time to ask for the sale, they're timid. Mama, I cannot handle this. They get scared. Ask boldly. If you believe in your product, if you think it's valuable for so many people, for that particular person, you believe that it's going to be useful for them, ask for sale. Instead of, do you think this is something that you could use? Maybe, huh? I don't want to be pushy or anything. Do you think you could use this? If you could, if you don't want it, it's okay. I just wanted to come and tell you this. Makes sense? People become timid all of a sudden. They're like, they shrink and they're like, are you happy with that? What I said? Do you understand what I mean? Don't do that. Right? If you believe that your product is valuable for people, ask for sale. And I'll teach you so many ways to ask for sales in an authentic way, without manipulation, without games, without playing any games, and do it in a very responsible way. I'll teach you how to do that. But at the same time, the important thing is learn to ask for sale. What is next? There is a bonus thing that I want to share with you. There's something called 5 follow-up rule. If your company is trying to sell something online, offline, digital, Silicon Valley, who are company, I work with all kind of people in 14 different countries. And if your customers are not buying from you, don't give up on them. Believe in them. At least follow up with them 5 times. Please don't tell me my sale is not working, I'm not able to sell, I have this bad time because this thing happened, that thing happened, until you follow up with them 5 times. Most companies, most salespeople, most organizations, most entrepreneurs do not even follow up 1 time. They just talk 1 time, it's done. If you're running a business online, have a follow-up email. Have a follow-up email system where people can actually remember the stuff. Maybe they just forgot. Maybe their dog bit their cat. I don't know what happened to them. You don't know what happened to them. Maybe something happened. You don't want to be like, oh my gosh, oh mama, they didn't buy from me, I'm so sad. Versus follow up with them. Don't take it emotional. Nobody is here to get you. There are especially people who are doing business online. They're like, oh my gosh, I sent this email. I sent an email to somebody 2016, 17, I don't know, some year, like 5 years ago. And one person replied to me, said, you suck. How could you do this to me? Like, that was an email that I received. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I have this book, international best-selling book, 90 Days to Life. And there's this guy called Chan, whoever, wrote like early stages of, I don't know, probably a year and a half ago or something, one guy wrote the book, "You suck. You're horrible. You're a horrible person. How could you write such a useless book?" I started crying. This is my first rejection. My life, my gosh, everything is going to go fall apart. Everything is going to go away now. My life sucks now. They are going to kick me out of the internet now. I cannot use internet anymore. Oh my gosh, how do I go do this thing? Everywhere I go, people are good. My friend told me, my mentor told me at the time, I mean, I didn't know that much, but I was sad. I was so pissed. I'm like, I spent 5 years of my life. I quit my job. I spent 5 freaking years of my life writing this book called 90 Days to Life. And this son of a bitch didn't even read my book. And he says, "My book sucks. And you're horrible. You're trying to sell your program. You're going to do this thing. You're going to do that. You're total BS," or something like that, And he's saying that, and it hurt my feeling. Who cares about my feeling? It's about creating an impact in my life. So my friend at the time, my mentor at the time, she told me, "Ruble, you got a like negative, like super negative review on Amazon." Yeah. And there might be one person who's thinking here, like, what's happening? What is this energy? And you went to college with me or somewhere like that. And you might be going and telling other people that this guy has gone crazy. I don't care. I don't care what you say, what you do, what you think. It doesn't matter for me, because I'm helping people in 14 different countries and paying me big bucks to work with them. Right? So I have people who do $100 million and more paying me decent money to grow their business. You just say whatever the shit you want to say. I don't care. Do you see that? That's the level of certainty and confidence that you're going to grow your business. If you just say in your cell and like, oh my gosh, online, my cousin, my girlfriend, my thing, my startup, my friend, that thing, this thing, it's not going to work out. I sucked when I started doing this. I sucked. I know I sucked. Maybe you think I still suck, and I don't have no problem. So my mentor told me, here's what my mentor told me. You got a really bad review on Amazon, you are starting to be famous. That is exactly what happened. I was starting to be famous. Okay, I could take that. If you have like several reviews on Amazon, online, offline, whatever stuff, people say stuff about you that you hate, then you made it. You made it big. So that's it, my friend. So follow up with courage, no matter what happens, whether people want it, whether people say stuff, like no matter what they say, you need to know you are here to add value. Whatever business you're doing, if you're not doing like, drug dealing or, smuggling gold or like smuggling children or something like that, or something illegal, and something that is, if you're doing something valuable, follow up until you win, right? Did you hear about that saleswoman who sold a lot of freezers over the phone? She was actually doing mostly cold calls. That's what she was doing. You don't know about it. So cold calls work, especially when it comes to selling freezers. All right. Seriously, my client Vaibhav, when he came to me, he didn't know these principles. He was too timid to get in front of his customers. And he was like, many times he was actually saying, even if it's not a good fit, he was saying yes. Oh yeah, I can do that, sir. Like people from India, they have this tendency to say yes to everything. And not everybody. I'm saying some people. You're not like that if you're from India. If you're listening to wherever, I respect all of you, each of you. Okay, sir, I could do it, sir. We can get that too. And we shake this hand like, okay, sir, no problem. No problem at all. We could do that. Don't say that. Vaibhav used to say that. You don't need to say that. Don't say that. If it's not a fit, tell them it's not a fit. Listen to understand, not to answer. Learn to ask for sale. 5 follow-up rules. Follow up 5 times. Don't say life sucks. Just follow up. Just keep on following up until they say, you know what, I don't want to work with you. One of my friends, whose name is Chris Tarquin, fascinating guy. He makes at least $250,000 to $500,000 a year selling. Every year he makes $500,000. Maybe he's making more now. I don't know. Hey, Chris, if you're listening to this, I'm talking about you, man. You should actually pay me to helping you become famous. He said, I never stop following up. I'll follow with somebody for some time, and then I slowly follow 5 times, stop it. After 3 months, I'm starting again until they say, don't call me again. Don't call me again. Then, yeah, he will stop following up. That's what he does. So you have a business. You have a mission to fulfill. Otherwise, go find a job that gives you comfort and that gives you so much stress. And then always you could say, oh, if this happened, then I was going to be a millionaire. If I did this, that was going to be successful. If I did that at the age of 60, you could cry about it. Or step up, do this, and follow through and become the legend that you always wanted to be. That's my invitation for you. So if you're in the Western world, listening to this, we will actually show you everything that we know about business with businesshotseat.com/apply. If you want to come in, read my stuff, right? Go to that page. It might be somewhere in the description, YouTube, Facebook, wherever. Go read the stuff. And if that resonates with you, because there's no fancy stuff, fancy building the business and helping you to become like $100 million in 17 days, nothing like that. There's no fanciness to business. You need to work hard and work really hard. We'll show you how to work hard and do the things in the right way, how to manage your sales and marketing effectively, how to build a funnel, how to build an online business, an offline business, a technical, non-technical, manufacturing, sales, marketing, whatever business. We'll show you how to do that through Business Hot Seat. And Josh, my business partner, we have built multi-million-dollar businesses. Especially Josh has built. I helped build 3 million multi-million-dollar businesses by the age of 36. Josh has built a $10+ million a year business in 1 year before the age of 30, and he has basically built 36 or 39 businesses so far. We were not successful all the time. We failed miserably multiple times, but we persevered. We didn't stop. We figured out a way to grow to the next level. If you want to learn how to do this, you can come to us. We'll teach you exactly how to do it. If you're not ready for it, no worries. Just sit there, and when you're ready, you can let us know. If you're from Kerala, India, listening to this, if I'm talking too fast and you don't understand, I have a training in Malayalam in India. You can reach out to my team. It might be Lena, it might be somebody else. This is a number. Just pause the video, reach out to her. He will show you exactly how we help people from Kerala, people from India, specifically Kerala. In Malayalam, we have trainings where we do, me and Josh sometimes come in, and then we'll teach you how to sell, how to market effectively and double your sales this year. Double your sales this year. Step-by-step strategies to do that. If you want to reach out, you can reach out. But regardless, if you're eastern side of the world and want be one of a franchisee in your country, we're looking for franchisees all over the world. You can come in and reach out to us at help@rublechandy.com for partnerships, franchisees, and opportunities in your country. We are helping businesses in 14 different countries now. And if you want to be part of, we are expanding into 50 different countries. If you want to be our business partner in your country and you want to grow with us, if you want to scale your business to the next level, and be part of us and be part of our global growth in business, you could reach out to help@rublechandy.com. It's the bottom line, guys. You need to figure out a way to connect with your customer. You need to figure out a way to inspire your customer. You need to figure out a way to convert your customer prospect into customers using the 4 things that we talked about today. And you're like, I'm sold. Tell me what to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, follow up. Get in front of your customer, 10 of them. And other 10, follow with them. Tomorrow morning, first thing, follow with them. Oh, tell them, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to follow with you 13 years ago, but I'm following up now. Maybe they're so old and retired. That's fine. Just follow up. Talk to them. Reach out to them. That future you who will follow up, who will reach out to their customers, who's passionate about business, who's willing to transfer energy from himself, herself, to follow your passion. And even if you're a non-profit, doesn't matter. Reach out to people. Listen to understand. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. Get in front of your prospective customer. If it's not a good fit, tell them you are not a good fit. It's not a good fit. We are not a good fit. It doesn't matter. Tell them the truth. Listen to understand, not to answer. And learn to ask for sale. And follow up at least 5 times before you conclude the conversation. When I say conversation, not the exact time when you're talking, but the entire thing. If you're like Chris talking, I hate Chris again. If you're like Chris talking, never stop following up until you succeed to the next level. Makes sense? That's my conversation for today. Have an amazing time. You are incredible. Believe in yourself. Believe everything. Believe that you could actually dramatically change your business by focusing and building your sales.